So what's up, YouTube? This is Lewis from 100% Finance. We have Instagram on here as well. And today we're going to talk about how you can make money from any real estate lead that comes into your pipeline by being a transactional engineer. Now, just a little bit about me. I'm a full-time real estate investor in upstate New York. I have 16 rental units in my portfolio, and I've been doing this for about 3.5 years. I've done over 20 wholesale deals, over 12 lease option deals, 5 seller finance deals, and I've raised over $350,000 for the acquisition of properties. Now, I started off being an engineer, and that's why I kind of using that play on words, being a transactional engineer. One of the things I really loved about engineering was this logic. Like, you have to be able to think on your feet. And in real estate, that's the same thing that you need, is to be nimble. When a deal comes into your pipeline, how do I convert that into cash? Do I make it a referral? Am I going to buy this myself? Is there someone that I can wholesale this to? Is there someone, can I get the seller to take seller financing? So there's a lot of things that goes into play by looking at each deal and looking at each transaction. And here at 100% Finance, we guide you through that to how to become and how to be nimble in your market. Because all markets are different, but they're all the same at the same time. All markets have houses, all markets have sellers, and all markets have buyers. But all markets don't have you, right? Now, we want you to be that transactional engineer. So here at 100% Finance, we teach you how to use Podio or a CRM. Like, we don't use a sheet of paper to write down like all the leads that come through. It's automated here. Like, someone calls me, it's not coming to my phone, it's going directly into Podio. And that's automated, and we set that up for you. When I first started, I had none of this. I was taking all these calls, and I had no time. I had no time to do anything. But what that taught me was how to talk to sellers. That taught me how to be a win-win-win negotiator. Like, when we negotiate, and this is the thing, this is the biggest thing that you're going to get out from 100% Finance. It's not learning how to buy houses, learning how to do zero down deals. It's learning how to negotiate and learning how to convert everything into every lead into a transaction. When a deal comes in your way, you want to learn, what is that seller asking for? When people hear about negotiating, when it comes to real estate, they always think about price. Price is not the only thing that you're negotiating on. There's terms. How long do I have to buy this? Am I coming with cash, or do I have to spend 4 months getting financing? So there's a lot of things in play, and we teach you how to do that here. We hold your hand and walk you through our Podio system of how to generate leads, how to generate buyer leads, how to talk to these leads to get the best bang for your buck, at the same time keeping the seller and the buyer in mind. And in most cases, you will be the buyer. Now, we also look at you as a person. When you come in, some people, most of our students that come in, they don't have any financial education, right? I went to Cornell University. They didn't teach me any of that. I went to Syracuse as well. They didn't learn it from there. No one taught me about financial education. No one told me not to be broke. No one told me to buy properties. No one said buy assets. What they say? Go to school, get a job, work a 9 to 5, work for the next 40 years of your life. Here at 100% Finance, we want you to be financially free as soon as possible. And the way that we've done that is through real estate and doing these zero down deals and actually creating a business for yourself that you could do on the side while you work your 9 to 5. But eventually, we want that business to fund your lifestyle, take care of you and your family. So we don't want you working for the business. We want the business working for you. And like I said, win-win-win negotiating, learning Podio, learning our call system, and then eventually learning how to outsource everything to a VA. Like I said, when I first started, I was in the lab mixing chemicals. I was on the streets putting up signs. I was on the phone talking to these sellers. At first, it's going to be funny talking to the sellers, but later on is going to get annoying. When you have someone telling you that they want $150,000 for their $80,000 property because they need to fix their teeth or they need the money. So we teach you how to finesse all of that here at 100% Finance. So in the description, you're going to see, like in the links or on the screen, whichever one you're looking at. If it's Instagram, it's going to be in the description. YouTube is either going to be on the screen or in the description. Look for the place where it says webinar so you can sign up. We have a free webinar where we talk about all the service and products that we offer here at 100% Finance. And what I like to think of 100% Finance is a one-stop shop for all of your real estate and business needs. You have bad credit? Sign up for our credit program. Or at least sign up for the free consultation. It's free. We look over your credit profile and we spend time talking to you about what the negative items are and how we can help you remove them. And this consultation is completely free. The webinar also is completely free. Business funding and business credit. That's how I started. I had no money, no credit. I fixed my credit, 594, and I fixed it to a 767 in 5 months. Then I applied for business funding, and I was awarded $16,000 my first go around. Now, again, the business funding is completely free consultation. All you have to do, click on the link below, submit an application, and one of us will reach out to you to discuss your funding estimate. And lastly is our monthly coaching program. So we have a monthly coaching program which is very inexpensive, in my opinion. Very, very inexpensive. You get 3 group coaching calls. And just check the link in the description and you'll see all that we have to offer for the monthly coaching program. But at the very least, we want to see you on the next webinar because we want to know how can we better assist the 100% Finance community and how can we help you start to gain assets, because where we headed, working for them 40 years, it's a life sentence. Not quite a life sentence, but I wouldn't rely on that as my only nest egg, is to rely on my 401k and my IRA after 40 years. What you want to do is start buying assets, whether it's this business that we're about to show you how to start, acquiring even one rental property. One is better than 0. And I'm telling you, from what we teach, just the negotiating alone could save you thousands of dollars, even on your next personal house that you want to buy. And check the link in the description, sign up for the webinar, and we'll see you on the next webinar. Now,
go ahead.
I was going to ask if anyone has any questions in Instagram. Let me know what they are so I could talk about it.
All right. No questions as of yet.
Okay.
Just scroll through the comments. But based on your experience, from, again, your experience, not theories or what you can do, but what you've actually done. That's what I mean by that. What are the different ways that you can make money off of all the transactions that you've engaged in?
All the transactions that I've engaged in.
Yeah, you don't have to explain how you did it. Of course, you'll do that in the coaching program. But for the purpose of this recording, what are the several transactions you've?
So wholesaling, that's how I started off. So I've done wholesaling deals, lease option deals, seller financing, syndications. Syndication is just a fancy word for raising money from private individuals, like other people. So not banks or GoFundMe accounts. So going out, hitting the streets and talking to people about real estate deals and raising money and purchasing properties. I've raised over $350,000 for real estate purchases, and that's how I acquired all but one of my rental properties, is through raising money from private people or seller financing. So those are the deals that I've done. And of course, referrals. When we teach you how to become a transactional engineer, it doesn't mean that you're going to buy every house, but we teach you how to make money from every house if it's possible. If someone wants to sell their house for all cash, full price, that's something that we cannot do. All cash, full price today. That's something we can't do. But your local real estate agent can do that. You send them that lead, and then you get a referral as long as you built a rapport with that real estate agent. So those are the 5 different ways that I've made money. Referrals, raising money, lease options, wholesale, and seller financing. And subject to. Subject to is a part of seller financing. So click on the link below if you want to learn how to do these deals as well.
Excellent, excellent. So thanks, Louis. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all too.
All right, so we're just working right now, guys. This is Juan Pablo. If you hear my voice, but you don't see my face, I'm just playing the director right now. So Louis, he's providing some great content, and he's also been in that same position that many of you are in which you're frustrated, and sometimes it's a good thing if you take positive action.
You gotta take action.
Right, and the positive way, not like, you know what, I'm tired of this job. I'm gonna get my boss. I ain't talking about that type of action. I'm talking about, you know what, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna use my spare time wisely to do something about it. Yeah. So we're not saying quit your day job at a whim. Some people done it. Some people gained success, right? But what we are saying is, hey, follow our blueprint so you too can obtain these income producing assets to build wealth, so you can leave a legacy as well as take care of your family.
And we're telling you, if you follow the blueprint to a T, there is no way that you're gonna fail. No way.
The only way you will fail, I would have to add, is if you lack the burning desire.
Follow the blueprint.
Right.
Follow the blueprint to a T and do what we tell you to do, because in the blueprint we outline how many people you have to call, and we hold you accountable. If we say, yo, you have to make 50 calls this week, and you come back with 40 or 15, like, we hold you accountable. We put your feet to the fire, and we say you have to make these calls, because if you do, there's no way that a seller is going to say no to the negotiating strategies that we're going to teach you.
Yeah,
So,
it does take a level of persistence and grit.
oh, yes. Yes, persistence, yes.
So we have a question, Louis, and then we'll conclude this recording.
What's the question?
Any thoughts on wholesaling in Manhattan, New York? Is it possible?
It is possible. Manhattan's is a little different beast than the rest of the country. I'll give you an example. My place, Syracuse, New York, is actually not the best place to wholesale. That's why I do subject tos and lease options, because in upstate New York, the housing market, the average price is around $80,000. If you want to wholesale, someone is going to fix and flip that house and wants to make money. Manhattan is very, very expensive, but it is possible, and it depends on your specific strategy. So, like I said, if you join the coaching program, we will go into your market and tell you what you have to do in your specific market. So if wholesaling is not the best option, there is another option. In Manhattan, I'm pretty sure the person that asked that question, houses are being bought, right? You know,
I assume they're shaking their head, yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're shaking their heads. Houses are being bought, houses are being sold. If that's the case, wholesaling can happen in that market. You just have to figure out how to do it and how to price it right.
Yes, because I too lived in New York. I was in the New York City area as well. And I decided, well, the price point is way too high. So I decided to invest out of state.
Exactly.
So we have a ton of experience. So we have Louis, we have Magic Mike, we have myself. There's a ton of experienced real estate investing coaches from different backgrounds.
And Magic Mike is a very great resource, because I started out in Syracuse. I'm moving to Dallas. Magic Mike is in, what,
Four markets.
4 different markets. So that means if you live in Manhattan, you don't have to do deals there. Find a different market to do deals in, you know? And there's something special that 100% Finance is going to bring to you shortly. We'll talk about it on the webinar, but there's a way that you can actually do real estate investing even though you don't live in a particular market. And we'll talk about it in that webinar. And
yeah, and if you guys are curious about what he means by the webinar, just subscribe to 100percentfinance.com. Go to the website, subscribe, and then we'll email you the specifics, because we're having a call on credit repair, business credit, and real estate investing.
Yeah, just for those of you who don't know what a webinar is, basically we do a lot of events. I'm in Atlanta right now. We have an event that's coming up in LA and another one in Dallas. We understand that you can't meet us there. So instead of you meeting us there, we're coming directly to you, as long as you have internet and a computer. And a webinar is just a way for us to present the information and to engage the audience, ask questions through the internet, through online. It's gonna be amazing. Just sign up and you'll see what we're talking about, and it's free too. That's the other thing.
All right, IG, I appreciate your viewership. So if you haven't done so, subscribe to 100percentfinance.com. Not only will you receive the details of the webinar, get 24 free tools as an instant download. So thanks to Lewis.
Yep.
Keep living that lifestyle. Earn passively. Live passionately.
Live
It's to
passionately.
your success. That's why we do this stuff for you guys.
Start buying assets, guys. When we'll see you on that webinar.
And by the way, Mr. Seamless Floor in New York will be in New York in March. So make sure you come out to our event. So don't be asking us all these questions on social media. And you don't come see us in person, man. I'm talking about you in Manhattan. We host events in Manhattan. Alright?
We just came from Manhattan.
Alright, guys. Peace out.
All right, later.